Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to test out a very simple mousetrap design invented by a YouTube viewer named Steven from New York. He calls it the minimal mousetrap, and it consists of only two pieces, a metal tape that's flexible and a clip. This fits on a bucket, the mouse comes along, tries to get the bait on the end, and gets dunked. He has a desire to make the world's most simple mousetrap. I've tested out hundreds of different mousetraps on my YouTube channel. Some of them are very complicated and high-tech, and some designs are more basic. By far the world's most simple mousetrap is a shallow bowl with some oil in it. Put a little cooking oil or peanut oil in the bottom, the mice jump down inside, and it's too slippery they can't get out. I set up a bowl of oil in the barn one night, and one after another the mice went in, so it doesn't get much more basic than that. I guess you could also get a cat, that would work well. But if you don't have a cat or a bowl of oil, this might be another simple option. The clip looks like it's from a 5-gallon bucket. Here's the lip. In one bucket, you could get dozens and dozens of traps. Then you insert a flexible piece of tape. The key is this has to be rigid enough for the mice to go out, and when they step on it, it dunks them. Now you can adjust the sensitivity by squeezing this, putting a little fold in there. That makes it more rigid. We don't want it too loose. We want them to come out and then go in the bucket. Now other than these two pieces, you need a bucket and a ramp. So let's go set this up and I'll show you how it works. For this test, I'm using a Tidy Cat litter bucket. It works well because it has a flat edge and the mousetrap clips on it perfectly. Now all I need is a wooden ramp. The idea is the mouse will smell the bait, walk out, step on the metal tape, and get dunked. Now we might need to adjust the sensitivity, but we won't know till we test it out with real mice. Let's go get our pet mice and see if they fall for the minimal mousetrap. Here you go. Gotcha. And another one. Well, that didn't work very well. I'm gonna have to secure this a little more. That one just jumped in on its own. Let's see what this guy does. Uh-oh, our metal pulled out. I'm gonna have to attach that a little better. Well, it can work. I'm not sure if our pet mice are the best test subjects. The real test is the wild mice. I'm gonna reattach this, secure it to the bucket, then we're gonna go set it up in the barn with motion cameras and see if we can get wild mice with the minimal mousetrap. So I tried to keep things simple, but I did make one modification. To better secure the plank, I added a screw. It looks like they used epoxy before and it didn't fully bond with the metal, but with that screw there, the plank's never pulling out. We're almost ready to start catching mice. We just need to fill the bucket with water. And completely cover the plank with peanut butter. I'm gonna put it on the end and underneath. Mice won't be able to resist such a yummy treat. Let's go set up the motion cameras. Last night I completely covered the metal strip with peanut butter, set up the minimal mousetrap in the barn, and when I went to go check it this morning, we had 3 mice. Now 2 of them came up the ramp, really wanted the peanut butter, went out on the metal, and got dunked. But the third one was kinda crazy. It hung off the side, looked in the bucket, and then did a belly flop. So even without the trap, we still would have caught 1 mouse. Now I don't want the mice we caught to go to waste, so I'm going to feed them to wild animals at the compost pile. Lately there's been a stray cat, a skunk, and an opossum coming to feed. Let's go set up the motion cameras and serve dinner. Last night it rained very hard and the feral cat didn't show up. I guess he didn't want to get wet. The first one to come was Mr. Stinky Butt the skunk, but he didn't want the mice. In the past he gobbles them down, but this time he wasn't interested. But finally Big Papa the opossum showed up and he was grateful for the free meal. One after another he gobbled down the mice. So I guess the skunk doesn't like mouse soup. But overall the minimal mousetrap made by Steven worked well. If you have any suggestions for improvements, leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider clicking the button right there. I've posted over 500 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So if you want to see how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned.